Okay, and I am back with another layout, and this time it's a little bit different. So I am doing the mini paper pad class with She's Crafty, and the sketch for today is this one right here, like so. And I believe this one was also last October's first sketch from 30 Day Sketches with Christy's challenge, or not really challenge, but yeah, it was kind of a challenge, a layout a day. But anyways, it was a fun sketch. I like how plain and simple it is. I don't have a whole lot for these photos, which is okay, because the rest of the photos are represented, you know, throughout all of these pages. So I don't really have a whole lot of sayings. I am still playing along. So She's Crafty is, before I forget, the paper pad class is anything that is smaller than 12 by 12 and in a paper pad. So I'm still working my way through all of these paper pads that I have. They don't feel like they're getting any thinner, but I have been doing it. In fact, I've even taken this challenge all the way over to my Baby Got Scraps, because it is also anything smaller than 12 by 12. So I have brought that over into that challenge as well. But what I also have done was these pictures, in case you guys are curious why they're all like, if you can tell, that they're already matted and they're kind of a little on the beat up side, is because I removed them from what I already had scrapbooked. And let me tell you, back in 2009, I had no idea how to scrapbook. It was terrible. These pages, the reason why I don't go back and redo pages. I just don't. But the reason why I chose to do these ones is because they were half finished anyways, and I didn't have anything else to finish those layouts. And so I thought, well, I'm going to just start from scratch and do them all over again. It's going to be a pretty simple layout. I have this leftover mixed media page, and basically all this is it's a Stampin' Up! Page where it's got like embossed raindrops on it. You guys see that? And I took my stencil and I basically just cleaned it off right here. And this is what it looks like after I took a baby wipe and I cleaned it all off. It was gold mixed media of some sort. Looks like Vicky Bouton's gold paste. And then I have this really old from Miss Sparkle. No, it's not even really old. 2017 from Joann's. And I planned on using this. A title. The title I had to piece together because with these pages I am trying to limit myself to just use this alpha set. And so very first title that I ever made, I used up all 5 A's. So I used all 5 A's. So I had to go to my V's for the A's, which I think looks great with this Komodo dragon. And then instead of depleting all of my my O's and my zeros, I went straight for the Q's. And I'm almost thinking about taking, and since I have 3 more Q's, do all of them in Q's. So it is going through my brain whether or not I should use them all. I think I will.
Before I forget, I am going to go ahead and replace those O's with the Q's, because I know that once I would have set that alphabet off to the side, I would have completely forgot. So then I'm going to take a few minutes and chop up all of my papers. Now this does take quite a bit because I am using a guillotine trimmer. I don't know why I chose to do this. I can definitely cut a lot faster using my, you know, just my regular trimmer with the blade that slides up and down, then that, yeah, anyways. Moving on, I have decided that I am going to go ahead and lay down my terracotta pieces first, and it does take me a minute to get the placement correct. I just try it about 3 times, and then I finally get it to where it's like, you know what, that's close enough. I don't think anybody's going to notice, or, you know, nobody's going to ask, why is it, you know, a little off on the bottom. Nah, I don't think anybody's going to ask. So I'm going to lay out my terracotta grid just a little bit on top of this, you know, gold mixed media little, I don't know. There wasn't a whole lot of mixed media on this background, and so that's why I'm using my tape runner instead of double-sided tape. Now, if you guys notice, I'm missing a picture. Yeah, that's because I am notorious for setting things off to the side, and I didn't even realize that I was supposed to have 3 pictures. Yeah, until, later on in the video. Anyways, I am taking all of my string, and I just measured out one piece to go all the way across my layout, and then I just basically folded it and folded it and folded it until they were all roughly the same size going across my layout. And then I am going to divvy them up so I can have 2 strips of this jute going across my page. And so basically I am just like, okay, 4 here, 3 there, 2 there. Yep, I think that looks good. And that was it. So how am I going to lay these down? I have no idea yet. I thought about bunching them up, and then I wanted to tie the ends with my little leftover piece that I had. And I looked at it and I thought, no, I don't want that much bulk. I want them all to lay completely flat. So I'm going to reach for my tear and tape or my score tape, however you guys want to call it, and I'm going to put a few strips down. At first I thought all I was going to need is 2 strips, and then I realized very quickly that I might need a third. All right, so once I get all of my strips down, I'm only going to take 1 strip off at a time because I felt like my hand was going to get into the other bits of the glue. I didn't want to make a mess. So I was going to go one at a time. And then I thought I was going to be smart and go, oh, well, this strip took 4. So I have this many. Yeah, that didn't work either because the jute isn't perfect. It's actually got like this weird, like bulge in certain spots where it's thicker in spots and, thin in others. Anyways, finished that all up. Now I'm just working on the top. I've actually rotated my layout so it is upside down. Don't worry, I will flip it right back. But I just wanted to show you guys, I just took my scissors and trimmed them off, and now I've got my 2 pieces. I'm just going to run my page off the edge of my desk to try and flatten it out. I still haven't figured out that I'm missing a photo. You guys, I'm horrible about that stuff. I will show you guys something and then I'll set it off to the side and I'll never see it again until I'm cleaning up. And then it's like, oh, I was supposed to use that. I didn't. Oh, well. So I just really quickly made a tag. I wasn't going to do anything fancy. It's not the star of the show, but I'm like, what is wrong with this layout? I had it in my brain that it was going to go a specific way, and I still have not figured out that it's because I'm missing a picture. I still haven't. So what do? I move on to what I know I want to do. And what I am doing is putting down all of my pieces for this. It's like a very pale green. And I don't know what made me think of using this green. But by the time I got, like halfway through, I was like, what am I going to do? This is kind of weird. I don't know. I'm not sure if I like it, but I popped up every single one of those, and I kind of wanted to show you guys how I put them on the jute. And it is halfway was the foam, and then I just put glue on top of the jute, and it stuck it stuck just fine. Yes, it did. So now I'm making a little reinforcer for my tag, and I just took my hole punch and then my 1/2-inch punch and punched it out, and then I inked it so it would kind of pop off the tag just a little bit. And here's that little leftover that I had, and I'm just making I'm just filling in my naked hole. Yep, that's what I'm doing. And I just used up all this twine, you guys. I was done. I don't want to keep the things anymore. I want to use them. And if I have to use them, oh, look, I found my other photo. Ha, squirrel. Anyways, I finally found my other photo, and now it is looking the way I wanted it. It was like, oh my gosh, I could not figure out what was wrong with this layout, honestly. And so I am going to have to pop up the tag just a little bit so that way my bottom photo has something to rest on and it doesn't go crooked, being half on the page and half on the popped up bits. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So anyways, I've got these large foam sheets. You guys, I have no idea where I got these large foam sheets. In honesty, I thought that my mother had cleaned out when she moved. She cleaned out her little craft area, and I think that's where she she found them in, to be honest. I'm not really sure. So I glued that upper picture a little crooked. So I had to fix that just really quick. I couldn't leave it. Even though it probably isn't noticeable, I just couldn't leave it. So gluing my third picture on, I do like how this looks. And I couldn't find, so at first I thought that I was going to use cacti on this layout and then be able to, kind of show that he's in a desert, but I couldn't find any. And so I thought, you know what? He's in Vegas, and Vegas has palm trees like everywhere. So we're going to palm it up. And at first I was like, I don't know. I think that this doesn't look very well. And then I was thinking it kind of looks like a layout I've already done. And so I just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's what I wanted to do. And so I did it. Yep. That was me. Rebel me. Ooh. Anyways, I found these, they're not pine cones. Palm trees from an old paper pumpkin kit that I had left over. And actually, I think I ordered a duplicate of this kit. And so now I just have lots of little embellishments to play with. And I stuck a little Kaiser Craft tag. It says sun and sand because that's basically what was in his cage. And these little tags, these little white ones, are also from a little paper pumpkin kit that I had. I think it's the same kit. And then the little puffy stickers that I put in 2 spots, those are the Pink Fresh sticker sheet that I've just kind of kept on my desk for the last couple layouts. And I decided to keep this in for you guys. I wanted to show you guys how I do journaling, because I don't very often do journaling on camera. Most of the time it is, personal things that I want to say. But this was just information about the kimono dragon. So it's like, oh, I don't mind showing that one bit. I do have, in case you guys were curious, I do have a letter. It's the letter E that constantly gets stuck. And so I have to chicken peck my keys on this, because I have to punch really hard to get it to show up the image, and then my E gets stuck. So if I type too fast, then once that E gets stuck, then all the other alphas get stuck with it. So I have to go one letter at a time, but I do enjoy typing up all of my, I just love how it looks. I love every now and then I get like a duplicate letter, like it's not stamps, but it types twice. So yeah. And then I decided that I wanted a little extra element. I don't know why. It just was like, yeah, I'll do this. And so I took the rest of my journaling paper that I use. It was just an old notebook that I picked up at a yard sale a long, long time ago. And I thought, oh, I really like this. And so far it's worked on every single layout I've used it on. Weird. But I just took a notebook punch, and which I thank you so much for taking me on that little walk, Jojo and Shannon, or Sharon, I apologize. We went for a little walk and they took me to my first Tuesday morning. Yes, I was so super stoked, and that's where I picked up that punch. So anyways, inked the edges so that way they didn't kind of just, stick off the page and look like a brand new piece of paper, which, it's not, but it did. And now I'm just trying to figure out the placement of all of my little information bits, I guess. I was just basically saying where the kimono dragon came from, when did he arrive in Vegas, how big was he, how old was he, and how long, how much did he weigh, things like that. They made a big deal about him coming to Vegas, but Miami wasn't very keen on like, ooh, look at our drag, I don't know. We have a small zoo here, and it's like daily news about what Clarence did and what, they all have names, and they all like the posts are in support of the animals. And so if the kids know what the animals are doing on like a daily basis, then anyways, I squirreled on that one, and the layout is all done. I apologize about that. This is for She's Crafty's little mini paper pad class. This is week 3. I am having fun, you guys, and I cannot wait to see how much of this paper I have left after the 10 weeks is up. I'm super stoked. Until then, I will see you next time. Bye.